Hi everyone, welcome back to our Google Sign In with Flutter tutorial. And now we are finally ready to click on the button and finally log in with our Google account. So let's get started. Then we don't need this one anymore, and we don't need this one either. So let's go up here and let's set some settings. The first one that Google requires is this Google Sign In. We're gonna call it underscore Google Sign In equals to Google Sign In. Let's set the scope of a string, and the only thing that we need is the email. So okay, this is good and this is enough. So we're gonna go down here and we're gonna ask for Google Sign In, the current user, Google Sign In account underscore current user. And to make the Google Sign In button worked out, we need a handle function. So we're gonna create a future of void, and we're gonna call it handle sign in. We need these functions to make it work when the user click on the rounded button here. Handle sign in, and this will be a async function. And let's use try and catch. And we're gonna print an error if something went wrong. So let's just make it quick. Print error. That's the error we need. And just because we used future and async, we need to call it a await, because this information are being retrieved from the internet. So let's make Google Sign In dot sign in. Yeah, but where do we call it the handle sign in? Just on the rounded button when the user click on this button, but we don't have option to tap on it. So we're gonna wrap this material. You just click here or Command B and wrap with a widget. And what is this widget? It's gonna be a gesture detector. So if you see, the gesture detector has a lot of options like one child, one tap down, one tap up, on tap, but you can check it later. But now we just need the one tap method. And this one tap method, we're gonna call it the handle sign in option to make the Google Sign In rounded button work out. Yeah, so is everything done? No, not yet. We first have to call it the init state. But why? Because we need to know if the user is already signed in and send him to the next screen. That is not created yet, but we're going to create it. So just down here, let's create a method init state. And the init state method, we're gonna call Google Sign In dot on current user changed dot listen. Yes, in this event, we're gonna call it Google Sign In account. Let's name it account, and let's set the state. Yeah, the set state is going to reload and see if the current user is finally signed in. So current user must have to be equals to account. That's what we are verifying here. So sorry, if current user is not new, then it's gonna send the user to the next screen. Context, it's asking us for a route, and we're gonna use material page route, and the builder is gonna be a context. And remember, we don't created the first screen yet. but you can put the name here. That's the name you're gonna use to the next screen. So copy this, go to lib, new, Dart file, paste it, and this is the first screen. What we're gonna put here just to make it call and send the user to this screen. Just import the material and create a stateless widget. Yeah. The stateless widget is going to be first screen. And come here and import the first screen. Oh, just to finish. Just to make sure that everything worked out, in the first screen when the user logged in, we're going to show a container. So let's set a color for this container. If the user signed in, it will send us just right here to first screen, and in this first screen the color is red. So let's save it and let's reload the application and let's try to sign in with Google in our Flutter application. So I'm going to click on the rounded button. This rounded button here. I already have clicked. So it take a while, but it appear our Google account, and we click on the first one, or which one, and it sends us to the next screen, which is the first screen, and the color is red. So it means the user is logged in. So in the next video, we're gonna learn how to retrieve the user image and the user username. So see you in the next class.